We stride on with only 7 days to go. As today, Turtle Rock, TeD versus Fly, the Undead versus Orc, and I realized that in the last 24 days or so, I have not done that many Undead games. So that's why in the last week of 30 Days of Warcraft, I'm going to try to focus mostly on Undead, considering, well, I do need to get my skills up. Anyway, Mouse Fly coming up for Mouse Esports versus, well, TeD, who is right on top of Fly in this case. He is spawned right below him, as he is coming out for, for World Pepsi. And interestingly enough, both sides have spawned right on top of each other, and we shall see what comes out of this. Always an interesting situation what happens later on, as we already have a Ultra Storms coming out for Fly, and TeD on the other side is going for an Ultra Darkness in the back of his base, so he will be trying to go forward as well with that quite quickly. Turtle Rock, classic map. It's got a lot of expansion points, 4 in the middle and 4 scattered around the exteriors. And then we'll go for this spawn earlier on for this creep and continue on in towards the frenzy. But considering both sides are so close to one another, it could be made interesting. Blade Master being attacked, learned by the Orc player. Fly coming out. And we'll try to counter probably coming out with an Ultra Darkness, and I'm going to guess that's going to be a Death Knight. However, we could always be wrong. But then again, if he goes out for a Lich, then he will be, come down from the Blade from the Blade Master quite quickly. As we have a peon already coming out, trying to take that Ziggurat down, trying to slow it down a little bit. And, since the Undead don't have any units that can really boost buildings that quickly as peons or peasants can. Yeah, Fly in this case does have the advantage, and trying to get that Ziggurat down really helps. Death Knight coming out, and we'll see how he will play. Of course, Death Coil, the turret mark attack from the Death Knight, will be able to do quite a lot there. As the Blade Master is up on the field, and he will go for the Windwalk ability. Circle ability bot. So he will be able to get additional damage on his on towards his hero. And going for the Ogre Warrior spawn instead of the Turtle spawn. That's right in front of his base. Could be an interesting situation there. And then we'll see whether or not he gets the creeps going. And he's trying to get a Ring of Protection that'll add quite nicely to his Blade Master, just in case later on in the game he gets overrun by the undead units. Right now, we got the Fiend build coming out from Fly. He's completely focusing on Fiends. I'm not seeing any ghouls in the attack so far. And also, he's got a undead. He's got a Rod of Necromancy there, so we'll be able to get a couple of Skeleton Warriors, effectively just tanking the damage for him. As Fly has decided to attack up towards the stronghold, he is going Tech 2 quite quickly. And currently, he doesn't actually have that many units on the field. He's got 2 Grunts and a Blade Master. He's going straight for Tech 2. So potentially, we're looking at Raiders as that will be a good possibility. Raiders, of course, with their Ensnare ability, will be able to take down these Fiends quite quickly, considering they're fairly weak compared to some of these other units. As the Death Knight continues to creep up. As a critical strike now is on the Blade Master's level 2. As the Death Knight will no doubt go level 2 quite quickly after this creep camp as well. Continues to get these minions up. Level 2 is there and continues on. Unholy Aura put on the Death Knight will be able to help boost up these Crypt Fiends' attack and speed. Ooh, the Grunts are coming in for a quick strike on towards the Fiends. The Blade Master is there as well. I don't see any boots of speed though. He will get those rather soon, hopefully for him. Tries to get closer. And then Windwalk coming in. And he's going. Yeah, there we go. Is he got boots for speed? There we go. Boots of speed. Damn good. The Death Knight continues on. Death Coil off on towards the Crypt Fiend, and the Blade Master is away. And now it would be a good time to check out the bases. Also, the Dead Tech 2 coming up for TeD. His Fly. His Stronghold is almost up. The Death Coil comes in on towards the Crypt Fiend just in time as well. Blade Master still trying to go for a couple of pop shots on towards the other troops, and he's doing quite. Death Knight is quite nicely microing going around, making sure that the Blade Master cannot get close towards the Fiends, and just blocking him off constantly. Very, very nice micro here. Ooh, he does get close towards the Fiends, though. He's got a damage going. The problem with the Death Knight is fairly fast, but that boots of speed really add up as well. Ooh, the Grunts have them. Oh, the Grunts are micro around, and now the Fiends will have to get away. Oh, man. 4 Grunts are on the field. Death Cold coming in once again on towards Crypt Fiend. Needs to heal them up. He cannot afford to lose any, because that will be very, very problematic. All right, Stronghold is done. Are we going to see Shadow Hunter being put up by Fly? Fly has gone for a second hero, and he's gone for Fortress as well, so he's going straight to T3. Interesting move there. We're just putting everything on towards a quick tech and trying to get the enemy down as with high tier units as fast as he possibly can. So perhaps Kodos and Spirit Walkers later on. We shall see. Also, the Deads are almost up as well. We got a couple of Fiends back here onto the Blight, and they'll be able to heal up a little slightly. And there's a continuous raiding from Fly, and with those 4 Grunts as well as the Beastmaster, managed to get around. He's finally finally going up for a Bestiary, so he will be able to get those Raiders out. And he has got Berserker Strength as well. As a TeD has got a Lich. Lich is coming up in the field, a nice addition towards his army as well. As, the Altar of Darkness continues up. Of course, with that Lich, Frost Armor, Frost Nova, Dark Ritual, very, very strong. As, there we go, that's slowed right there. As, TeD has got a Slaughterhouse coming up, so Obsidian Statues will be up on the field for him quite quickly as well, and he will need those to heal his troops up and retain mana on towards his Death Knight. Then again, if this was the mana itself would be a bit more important if this was a Undead versus Night Elf situation with a Demon Hunter in the field. We'll be able to, well, go in for the continuous mana burns, and that's not really the case in this moment. Couple of minions tried to go in there. Fly finally gets his first Raider on the field. The Lich is on there as well. Fortress, so heavy T3 for Fly. And, Kodos and all that, and will be on the field soon-ish. The Blade Master is there. Does he have? He doesn't have dust. Well, he does have Dust of Appearance. He should have dusted there. Make sure that the Blade Master could see it. Could see the Blade Master. He's going for a Ziggurat right on top of the base. Fly is going to get Zigguratted in straight into the base. You need to watch out. See, we got Dust of Appearance on there. The Blade Master's trying to get away. And his Ziggurat will no doubt go straight for the Nerubian Tower. No, it gets denied. Gets out of there. But that was an attack that was needed just to preoccupy the Orc player just slightly. Another Ziggurat coming up. The Peon's coming in for a little bit of a hello as well. Orb of Corruption will be needed on the Lich soon. And this is the attack they've been waiting for. Obsidian Statues are now on the field as well. All these Fiends are doing massive damage on towards the Orc. Zed Orc is down. Oh, then that Blade Master could be going down as well. Oh dear, that could be problematic. Blade Master is almost down. He is trying to get the hell out of there. Can he make it? He is trying to windwalk. He is stuck between the lines. And the more Grunts are falling, and this could be really bad for Fly, and TeD could have this. Here's a Kodo. It's kind of finally up in the field. War Drums boost on towards the Peons. As Healing Wave comes in on towards the Grunts, the Blade Master is out of there. All these Fiends are doing just fine, and the Ziggurat cannot afford to come up. And the Ziggurat has been denied. But the Blade Master is still not out of the woods yet. Obsidian Statue comes in just in time to support in TeD's troops, and they will be able to heal up all his troops quite nicely. Defco comes in just in time on towards the Crypt Fiend. As the Blade Master is still there. He's got 100 and 200 damage on him. As we need the coil here from the Blade Master. There we go, coil coming in. Not in time though. As he was trying to heal up one of his Fiends, and again healing away from the Shadow Hunter. Helps him boost up, and that Kodo has got one Fiend in his belly, and he's slowly digesting it. And then another Ziggurat is coming up. And now Fly is pressed quite heavily. Blade Master is going in for dashes and everything. Fly does now go for the Orb of Lightning. He will have range attack now as well of anything that's air. He's going after the Blade Master's getting ganked quite heavily. He's getting healed up quite nicely, though. A lot of damage coming in. He could be going down. He could be going down. No, he's going back again. Again, Wind walks out of there. Needs to watch out. Are we going to see another dusting of appearance? Not just yet. Ziggurat is almost up. And that's all he needs. Blade Master still getting damaged quite heavily, and those obsidian statues are not helping at all. The Blight is now on the field. All the troops will be able to heal, and the Blade Master does go down. I can only see a good game. This party's over. The Frost Nova comes up on the ledge. Both Fly Coals, good game. And that was it right there. A very, very interesting quick game right here. People have been constantly saying, A-Spec, well, why are you keeping on doing these very, very long games? And because they're interesting and everything, but your regular Warcraft game only lasts 10 to 15 minutes, and that is exactly what you saw right here. Fly trying to go for a quick tier 3, but what that was his undoing. Got completely overrun by the massive hordes of fiends from TeD, who used all his abilities quite nicely. Chapeau to him. Tune in back tomorrow for 30 Days of Warcraft, Day 25, and be sure to leave your comments below. See you tomorrow.